Lavish fam, welcome back to another vlog. Today is my birthday. It is my birthday, and in honor of my birthday, I've decided not only to drop my website, for you to be able to purchase my merchandise, my Lavishly customs, hold please, and my travel tees and tumblers. I've also decided I'm going to give you all a get to know me, because I mean, we're family and you don't really know anything about me. So other than I got a brain condition and I got these kids, but I'm going to give you a little bit of background about me because we've been family now for about a year and you got to know me, right? So behind the camera is my baby girl, Amani, and she's going to be asking me questions and I'm going to be answering them. I'm going to do my best. So you ready?
Always ready.
Let's do this.
All right. Question number 1. Where are you from?
I am from Illinois, not Chicago. I was born and raised in Hopkins Park, Illinois. It is about 45 minutes to an hour south of Chicago.
Country bumpkin town.
Very, 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 very. So I was born in Kankakee County at the hospital there, and I lived pretty much my entire life other than a couple years of my childhood in Hopkins Park, aka Pembroke, whatever you want to call it. There was not even one stoplight. We did not have a stoplight. Everybody went to the same school, and we had dirt roads. I mean, it's as country as it can get. It's so poor out there that Oprah Winfrey came out there and did a show about the poverty level because it was so poor. Like, I mean, people without running water, people without electric in their house, electricity. I grew up, yeah, I grew up without, well, I mean, my family had electricity. We were not that family. My family actually had a grocery store out there. But we gonna see what other questions Amani have before I tell y'all that story.
A whole life story.
Okay.
But that shows y'all why she be hustling so hard is because she grew up without some things.
I'll tell y'all more about that as we get on into this vlog.
All right,
next question.
When did you get married?
This time?
Yes, the second time.
The second time. I got married July 2nd, 2016, to Dante. So Dante and I...
Watch yourself.
Oh, I don't know the things. So that's when I got married. We got married right here in Georgia, in Gainesville, Georgia. Next question.
Yeah, be careful, girl.
Okay.
All right, what colleges did you attend?
Oh, baby.
And what did you get from each college?
All right, so I started off at 18 at Chicago State.
CSU.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Howard. I got accepted. It was always my dream to go to Howard, but my sister was pregnant my senior year. I did not go because my sister was pregnant my senior year and I wanted to be close to my nephew. Yeah, so I didn't go. And the summer of my freshman year, after my freshman year of Chicago State University, I got pregnant with Ariel. So I took a year off. When I was in Chicago State, I was going to school for accounting because I love numbers. Math is my thing. So after the summer of me going to Chicago State, once I had Ariel, because I took the first year off, I went to Kankakee Community College for another year and a half for accounting. Then I left because I do that. I jump states a lot. So I left and then I moved to Georgia. I moved back.
Huh? Your brain.
I know, I'm trying to think of so many. Then I moved back. I moved to Georgia because on an impulse and moved back to Illinois. And then I think from there, I went to cosmetology school, right?
Yes. Because
I got pregnant with Amani. And I had been doing hair since I was 13. So I finally decided to go ahead and I went to, it was a Paul Mitchell school. Trendsetters, that was the name of it. It was a Paul Mitchell school, and I graduated from there, got my license, became a licensed cosmetologist, and I also got married. I got married to my first husband. And then, yeah, so I started working at a shop under those license, and then I moved to Iowa. And then I went to Battle Rock College because I started going through I went through a divorce, and I needed a job that was going to be where I knew how much I made Monday through, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I went back to school to become a medical assistant. I graduated from Battle Rock, moved back to Illinois. This time I moved to Chicago, started going to Malcolm X College to become a nurse. Okay, from Malcolm X College, I bought a house, and then I started going to
was it Kaplan?
Kaplan. I got my bachelor's degree because I had all of these credit hours. I got my bachelor's degree a year later.
So proud of you for that.
And I have my bachelor's in health science. And then I moved back to Georgia, worked under that bachelor's for a long time. And then after I got married, we ended up stationed in North Dakota. And that's when I went to nursing school. And I became an LPN from East.
Girl, I don't remember. That's one I do not remember.
It was Grand Forks. Wait, it was
East something. It was like
East Grand Forks. No,
East something. No, I don't remember. It don't matter.
It was baby.
We forgot everything from there.
Right. We just blocked that out. So I got my LPN at a technical college it was in East Grand Forks. It was a technical and community college. Moved back to Georgia, and then I went to Albany State, and nope, baby, I went to Middle Georgia. And then I went to Albany State and got my RN. So, medical assistant, bachelor's in health science, cosmetology, LPN, and RN. 5 freaking graduations.
After high school.
After high school.
She's very highly educated.
5.
If you cannot notice by her speak.
No, baby, because I'm very ghetto. When I talk at work, I'm not. Okay, so 5. Okay.
Wow, so much.
Okay.
I don't think I know anybody that went to school as much as you did.
Don't do it.
All right, easy question. What's your favorite vacation spot so far?
Jamaica. Whew. Jamaica, baby. Jamaica has my heart, honey. The food, the people, the freaking ocean. Oh my, the vibes is all that, honey. Jamaica, I can go to Jamaica over and over and over again. Love it. Jamaica is definitely by far my favorite.
All right. You already kind of answered this question, but how long have you been in healthcare?
Let's see, 2016? Because I don't really want to count. Okay, so after I got my bachelor's degree, I worked for State Farm and Liberty Mutual doing auto claims and injury. I was an injury claims adjuster. And I hated that job. I hated it. But I was good as hell at negotiating. I was a top negotiator. They sent me to all the time to negotiate claims because I was good at it, and I got bonuses up the wahoo. We went on vacation lots of times with those bonuses.
You was going on those
and I used to get gift cards. I used to shop my butt off because I used to get gift cards, and I used to get bonuses all the time because I was good at negotiating and closing claims and settling claims. I was the top. I closed so many claims that I was carrying my team who didn't. So we always met our goals as a team, just never individually because I closed so many and settled so many, we were top all the time. Hated it though. Hated it.
I love that job personally because we got to go to many places. She would have to go on these business trips, and if I wasn't in school, she was definitely taking us.
Oh, my babies was going with me, honey. They was going. We would on the company's dime because they paid for the hotel. So while I would be at work, they'd be at the pool. They'd be doing their thing.
When she was at work, she was taking us shopping.
Better believe it, baby. These kids been on vacations. All right. Next question.
All right. Where did you meet Dante?
I stalked him. Okay, so Dante and I had mutual friends on MyFitnessPal in 2012. 2012. Yeah, I was like, who is that? How y'all know him? And he was like, oh, we just friends on MyFitnessPal. So then he was friends with them on Instagram. So I said, Ariel, is it weird if I just kind of follow him and start, you know what? And she's like, no, it's Instagram. That's what you're supposed to do. Follow him, he follow you. Then I start flirting. Then they had Insta Talks. I don't know if y'all remember that. At that time, I think Dante might have been stationed in like Spain.
He was.
Yeah. So he was coming home and he was in Delaware. He was stationed in Delaware. And I was here in Georgia. He and I, because we had been FaceTiming. We had been, you know, talking, you know, sending messages, heart-eyeing each other's pictures and all that. But like I told you, yeah, it was all me. It was all me. Yep. I went from being a completely shy person, growing up, like not with my friends, but in relationships, to being very, very bold. So he and I agreed that we would hang out for Christmas. I think, no, it was not. We brought New Year's in. We hung out for New Year's and we met in Charleston. So he drove to Charleston. I drove to Charleston. He was the perfect gentleman. When I tell you, brought me flowers, and I don't even like flowers, but I couldn't tell him because he was so nice. He was opening doors. But he was short and too quiet for me. I had been used to
taller, talkative men.
No, SANs. Sorry, A. Y'all fill in the blanks. Y'all fill in the blanks. SANs. That's all I ever dated was an SAN. Dudes who cheated, wanted to live off of me. Dudes who had nothing going for themselves. All of that. That's who I dated my entire life. So when I met Dante, he was none of those, and I couldn't appreciate it. So instantly, guess what Dante went? In the friend zone. In the friend zone. After we left that trip, we didn't kiss, we didn't do nothing. It was just a complete platonic hangout, okay? We had a great time. Great time. But he went right into the friend zone, and I dated another SAN. The moment I got back, I dated. And guess what Dante was? Still my friend for 3 years. He was always there to pick up the pieces after I would leave a SAN. I had 2 relationships. And Dante, guess where he was at? Single and still in that friend zone for 3 years. After the second SAN, he was like, we should hang out. This was literally 3 years later. And I was like, sure, because we have a good time together. So we decided this time we was going to hang out in Savannah. We hung out in Savannah. And once again, he was the perfect gentleman. He was like, I got drunk. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I got drunk. I don't even really drink, but I got drunk. And I tried to come on to Dante. And he said, no. Any other SAN would have been like, let's do this. Dante said, no. And I was like, he was like, I'll hold you while you sleep. But he said, but what's not going to happen is this. And then I go home and I'm in my feelings and you with another SAN. Things changed. We was together after that. Like, I started driving home and started realizing this man is the man that God has put here for me. July 1st. We started dating July 1st, 2015. We was married July 2nd, 2016. It would have been July 1st, but it was a Thursday or Friday. It was one of those. So we waited.
I think it was Friday. We waited to have Saturday. The wedding was Saturday.
Yep, the wedding was on a Saturday. And we would have, that's the only reason it was a day. We knew, and the rest is history. So for 3 years, he was in the friend zone. We dated 1 year, and then we've been married now 6 years.
But they've known each other for 10.
Known each other for 10. There we go.
All right. Telling all your business.
All of it, baby. Get to know me. Get to know me.
Easy question. Where do you live now?
In Georgia. I live in Georgia. Dante started his military career here in Georgia. So it was easy for us to decide that this would be the final destination after he retired. When we met, I was living here in Georgia. I had sold my house that I had in Illinois, and I had moved here. And Dante and I knew, like, from the beginning when we started like dating, that this would be our final stop, because it's very centrally located. We can get to a lot of different places, and we wanted to be not too far from the airport because we both like to vacation, and we both wanted to be someplace warm.
That kind of answers the next question. Why did you pick Georgia over your home state, Illinois?
Ain't no way in heck I'm ever going back someplace that got snow. Dante didn't want to do it either. Dante is from Philly. He hates the snow. I hate the snow. So that was easy.
And I hate to shovel snow. So that was
yes.
definitely easy.
North Dakota was the worst, honey.
The snow would be so high.
It would be covering the windows.
Yes, it was like 3/4 up to the door, and you had to shovel a path from the door to the driveway, because I walked to school sometimes.
The ghetto.
So bad. It was so cold outside. Snow boots are not cute either. Not cute.
Nope.
All right. And what do you do for work now?
I'm a nurse.
And
I'm a registered nurse.
And
I work at an infusion. Well, I work at a rheumatologist office, and I do infusions all day long. People who have lupus, RA, things like that. I was an L&D nurse. I done worked at a prison as a nurse, and I've done med-surg, but L&D was the whole reason why I knew that that was the nurse that I wanted to be when I started my nursing career. Was an L&D nurse, labor and delivery. But, you know, sometimes you have to change your path based off of life decisions or life, you know, circumstances, and that was mine. So my job is pretty easy because I'm pretty good at IVs. I pop them suckers in and start an infusion and going on to the next patient. So there we have it.
I'm gonna hire you to do my infusions.
I'm here for it, boo.
All right. When did you start making furniture? Popular question from your family there.
A couple months ago. Had never picked up a circular saw, miter saw, drill. Well, I've used drills. I had never done any of that. But I'm one of those people. Are we going to talk about my childhood? Because if we not, I think this is the time I need to do so.
Let's see.
Do you have that in there?
I do not. I didn't know if you wanted to start your business.
Okay.
But yes, you should talk about your childhood, because even though, side note, one thing about you going to save some money, because I remember you paint too. You would do all the painting too.
One thing about me, I'm going to at least try. I'm going to save some money. I don't care how much money I make. I'm going to still look for a deal, look for a sale, look for a coupon. You best to believe one thing about me, I'm going to do those things. And I'm like, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Baby, I grew up poor. Okay? My family owned a store. And my big daddy, AKA my great uncle, had money, but he was cheap. Okay? He was super cheap. My grandparents died when my mom was 13 and 14. Okay? My mother grew up with a nanny. A nanny. My grandmother died right after my mother graduated from 8th grade. And she had 5 younger siblings. My mother did not know how to cope. Her mind stopped growing at 13. She never grew up. So she literally was in that tavern or somebody's bar 7 days a week. So when she got pregnant with my sister, I think she was like 2021, she gave my sister to my big daddy and big mom, which was my great aunt and great uncle. 2 years later, here comes Nisha, AKA Re-Nisha, which is my real name, R-E, Nisha, Re-Nisha. 2 years later, my mother was still not ready to be a parent. But my great uncle and great aunt, my big daddy and big ma and big daddy who raised my sister said, we're too old for another baby. So I bounced from pillow to post, whoever will take me. Most of the time I stayed with I call her my adoptive mom, because she kept me most of the time. My mother would not sign over custody because she was getting a public aid check, welfare check for me and my sister. No one ever held her accountable, nobody. So she would not sign over her rights because she wanted to continue to get that money to fund her lifestyle. So she literally did nothing. My mother never bought me a birthday gift the entire time she was on this earth, never. 2 Christmases was all that she's ever bought me gifts. My sister and I were not raised together. We literally knew each other, went to school together, and sometimes played together and stayed together, but never were we raised together, okay? So I was raised by my big ma had a son who had a baby by another woman who's now married to my big daddy's best friend. I hope y'all got that. Let me run it back.
I can barely get that.
Let me run it back.
I know their names.
Let me run it back. My big ma had a son before she married my big daddy, who is my grandmother's brother. Okay? She had a son who had a daughter by another woman who was now married. The other woman was married to my big daddy's best friend. They took me in. That other woman and her husband took me in 90% of the time. Hope y'all got that.
And we also call her grandma.
She loved my kids as if they were her grandkids. And until she passed away, she had diabetes, until she passed away. However, because she did not have legal custody of me, my mother would come and go and take me and leave me at other places as she saw fit, which allowed me to be molested from the time I was a little kid until I was 18 and moved off to college. I was molested by my godfather. He was a cop. He had so much dirt on my family that he literally molested me from the time I was little into the time I went off to college. And only reason the only reason it really stopped and I didn't get actually raped by him is because he went to jail for raping his stepdaughter. Yeah. I'm getting real with y'all. I literally have been working and hustling since I was 13 when I started doing hair. I worked odds and end jobs. I worked at my big mom, big daddy's grocery store. Everything I could to hustle because I got picked on for being ugly. That's what they used to say, nappy-headed. I had hand-me-down clothes. There was floods, all types of stuff because I had none of the things that other people had. My sister was being raised by my big mom, big daddy. She never wanted for anything, but she always compared us because she thought my mother loved me more. The woman who left me with a man that she knew was raping me or molesting me, she felt she loved me more. And I believe that's the reason why she and I have never been able to really have a close bond, because she felt my mother loved me more. I don't know how. I think my mother felt guilty for the choices she made, but not for you know, not enough to make, I think that's the reason why she probably kind of, I can't explain it. It's weird, but it didn't make her be a better mom. Y'all probably wonder, well, where's your daddy? Well, he died a couple years ago, and I can say he was probably the only person that ever told me he loved me. The only person that ever told me as a kid that they loved me. Because my big daddy used to tell me I ain't gonna be shit. Be just like my mama, I ain't gonna be shit. I think that's another reason I hustle the way that I do. He used to tell me all the time, you ain't gonna be shit. You're gonna be just like this person, or you're gonna be just like that person. My best friend came up pregnant in high school. Nisha be pregnant next. No, baby, she won't. I will not be pregnant in high school. But yeah, my life was hell. The moment I could get out of there, I did. I graduated from high school early and I left. I was 17. I graduated in January. I got the hell up out of there. Did I make the best choices? No, but one thing I can say is I've been hustling my entire life. FedEx here.
Your people here.
FedEx. So anyway, I've been hustling forever. And that's why when y'all see me hustling and I got another idea, one thing about me is I'm never going to not have a side hustle. I'm going to always have multiple streams of income because of my childhood. I never want to have to depend on anybody, because depending on people, okay.
Hello.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah. Thank you. You too.
Those are my tumblers. My second box of tumblers here.
These heavy. Yo, people, they always come as well.
I know. Okay. So I never want to have to depend on anybody. Like I said, Dante is amazing, honey. Like, I could not have asked for a better husband, a better helpmate, all of that. He's amazing. He puts up with all my issues and he handles them. I don't have to worry about him cheating on me, him doing anything to hurt me, him physically hurting me, none of that. Because he knows my past and he is able to maneuver and deal with it. So I don't care how many bills in this house he paid for. I'm gonna still have multiple streams of income because I don't know how to do anything but hustle. I've been doing this since I was 13. I guess, did I cover it all?
Pretty much.
Both of my parents did, by the way.
Wow.
One of them died in...
Granny died 2018.
2018, December of 2018. And my dad died February 20.
We were about to go see him.
2020.
And he passed away. He had the cancer, y'all. He had the cancer.
He had the cancer.
And it was everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Golly, these questions getting hard and heavy. If I didn't already hear, I'd been over here crying. Ooh.
This is tough. This is tough.
Yeah.
Because I am bearing my soul to y'all. Okay.
Ooh, a little light and easy question. What made you start YouTube? Another very commonly asked question.
Family. I have some cousins on over in California, and it was Ariel and some cousins, some distant cousins who said that they wanted to see everything. They wanted to see, when I announced that we were building this house, they wanted to see it. They wanted to be able to watch me build a home, and then it took off from there. I'd never expected the growth that I've had. I didn't even expect nobody to like me. I could not even get with the whole, I was so uptight in the beginning of this journey because I did not know how to vlog. I just could not, you know, and Ariel edited my vlogs and she used to cut out all of my personal stuff. She'd tell me, nobody want to hear that. And she would edit and she would cut. So people would be like commenting about stuff and it'd be like, well, I addressed that, but Ariel cut it out. But what could I say? You know, and people would, I had some mean and hurtful comments, because people didn't understand me or whatever. And they just, what I'm saying? They just thought, oh, she's spoiled. And I got a lot of comments about, oh, you're bougie or you're just this. You don't know my story. You don't know my story. I'm not bougie. I work hard for this. I worked hard to be in this home. I worked hard. I work hard. And I was also dealing with health conditions. Nobody knew. Because even when I'm in pain, you won't know. You won't know. No one knows. Even my family half of the time don't know. I work hard for this. So when people say, oh, you're bougie and was saying that stuff to me, baby, you have no idea. It's not bougie. I am a hustler who works hard because I will never go back to allowing my life to be the way it was. It only made me stronger. And I never wanted my kids to have to live the way I lived. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Any advice for anyone starting YouTube?
Be consistent. People like consistency, honey. They want to see it, and you have to be authentic. You have got to show who you really are, because I've seen people. It's funny because I got a comment on Instagram the other day, a DM, and it was saying somebody was using my "ho please," and I laughed because I thought about how somebody came on here and told me that they were going to use my idea for those curtain rods outside, and then they did it on their channel, but they never said where they got it from. I give credit also where credit is due. This Georgia Clay, Brittany, that's my girl. That's my girl. That is my girl. Okay? That's my girl. Another one that I like, her name is Max. I think her channel is Me+2.
It'll be written on the video, y'all.
Yeah, it's something Me+2, I think it's, but whatever. She inboxes me too. And like, what I'm saying? And I appreciate, it's nice to be able to conversate with someone who's also just starting their channel and still figuring this out. Like, what I'm saying? I absolutely love both of those ladies. And I don't even know what to say, what I'm saying? But I feel like if, and also listen to your audience, because those are the people that's going to support you. If they say something like, you know what, this is, we want to see this, give them that. Okay. They want to see more. They say your video's too short. They say they're too long. They say whatever, or that I had people, some girl tell me, you talk too much. I don't know what you want from me, baby. This is a vlog. This is a vlog. How do you get to know somebody if you don't talk? I don't know, but be consistent. You don't have the luxury, as Aaron on Demand said, you don't have the luxury to post when you in the beginning. You got to post all the time. Hence the reason I post all the time. You got to post all the time so that people will constantly watch you, and it will bring more people to your channel. Consistency, be authentic, and also know your audience. Get to know your audience. I think that's it.
All right, another asked question: nursing advice for new grads or future nurses.
Don't be a pushover. People take advantage of new nurses. Don't be a pushover. Also, if it don't feel right, don't do it. Document. Document. Because if that mess come back, now be consistent with your documentation. Now, if you say one thing on one page, you need to say the same thing on the other, in that chart. Because you don't ever want to be in a situation where you end up getting called into court 10 years later, and they get you caught up on some stuff because you didn't stay consistent. Don't do something just because a doctor said something. If it's not right, don't do it.
Right, them doctors are always right.
They are not always right. If it's not right, don't do it. So another thing about being a new grad is, for me, I knew that I wanted to be an L&D nurse, But I started off in med surg because I was an LPN. LPNs don't really work in our in labor and delivery. I feel like if you don't love it, whatever you went into, change it. There is so many avenues to nursing. You do not have to do something just because that's what you felt you wanted to do. If you don't love it, change it. Move around.
Well, you know about changing a job.
You better tell them, because I'm going to chase that dollar. Baby, if you ain't paying me enough and I know I'm over here doing the best, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else, because you don't have to slave for nothing. Nursing is a hard job. We are basically at that bedside all the time. Change it if you don't love it.
Period. All right. Would you consider doing YouTube full time?
I think I already do YouTube full time. I am always on this camera. This camera go everywhere. I'm vlogging every day. Now, are you talking about full time as in doing nothing else? No. Go back about 10 minutes. Baby, I'm a hustler. I'm going to always have more than one stream of income. YouTube full time, I'm already doing YouTube full time. Because there's people on here, and I watch like Aaliyah's Face, and I also watch Kennedy Simone. They're YouTubers full time, but they don't post full time. You know, they don't have to, because they already got, you know, hundreds of, you know, subscribers, you know, so they don't have to. Kennedy posts, and I know her mom just recently passed away, and my heart goes out to her, you know, because I mean, she was close to her mom. When my mom passed, it was sad because she never apologized, and she got to die without even remember who me or my sister was. So I was sad because of that, but not so much like, I wasn't like heartbroken the way that, I know this sounds horrible, please don't judge me, but we didn't have that type of relationship. So I wasn't like heartbroken as much. I was more so hurting for Ariel, because that she loved my mom. I don't know.
I don't know either.
She loved my mom. Amani, nah. Amani tolerated her but didn't care for her. So when she died, my mother didn't have her memory. So she didn't remember me or my sister. She had to die in peace. But anyway, long story short is, doing YouTube full time does not mean that you do nothing else, because I do YouTube full time. Is it my only income, or ever will be my only stream of income? I don't think so. I really don't, because at any time this can go away. I worked hard for all of those degrees. So I want to use them, and I like being, you know, flexible with the things that I do.
Well said. Putting my business out there about how I felt about my granny, but it's okay. I did spend time with her. We used to watch movies together. You know, she had a black and white TV once upon a time ago. Yeah, I remember she had the two TVs, like the one in the living room and one in the room, and they used to connect. So if she was watching the TV in the room, when we was in the living room, we couldn't even change the channel, because it would change the channel in the other room. And I used to hate that. I don't want to watch no
Let me
soaps.
tell you something. She ain't never watched my kids for free. What kind of grandma charges you to watch her grandkids?
She wasn't even watching for real.
And all she was the legal person in the house. She was never the babysitter, honey. I went out of town for work, and I needed somebody to be at the house with the kids because they had school or whatever. I used to have to pay her to be the legal person in the house. And Ariel used to cook for her and Amani and for my mama, because she wouldn't do nothing. Yeah. But anyway, next question. Next caller.
All right. This is a very commonly asked question. I see people in the comments questioning it. They do not understand our living situation. But this should clear it up. When will Dante retire from the military and move in full time? First, let me say something. Y'all know that when you're in the military, you have to be where they say you are. He cannot leave and just be where he wants to be. He has to be in that town. They have check-ins. Even on breaks, like during COVID, he would have to check in every once in a while. So because he could not leave. They would make him come to...
He was on vacation and still had to put on his uniform and go in to make sure that he wasn't...
On vacation. He had to stay where he was. It was
that's crazy, right?
Annoying for our schedule because he had to miss a family vacation because of it.
He was on vacation, but he got denied to leave the county. Matter of fact, the town.
Yeah, it was the town.
He couldn't even leave the town. So it was ridiculous. So they denied him to go on vacation to leave the town. So he would have to literally get dressed up in his uniform, drive to the base to show that he did not leave town.
Just to come right back.
Just to come back home and take his stuff off. We went on vacation without him, baby. We done went on multiple vacations without him. That ain't my job.
I'm sorry.
That ain't my job. I didn't sign up for Uncle Sam to tell me where I can go. I work hard for these coins. I'm going on vacation. I'll see you.
I'll see you
when we come back. We'll bring you something. That's what we was doing. Okay, so Dante is doing 20 years in the military. He is year 19. He has literally put in his retirement papers. Dante will be here in this home full time by the end of October. We have 2 homes. We have our permanent home. This is the one that we own. We have a rental home and it's close to the base. The base is 2.5 hours away. Dante only comes here every other weekend. Gas prices are ridiculous. We're also, the home that we live in out there, that's 2.5 hours away at the base, is a rental home. We're also renting someone else's forever home because she lives up here because she had a daughter that was a senior and she works out there. So it just worked out because she built a home prior to her daughter graduating. So she's going to be moving into her own home the end of the year. Our lease is up the end of October. Dante will commute for a few months until he's able to go on what's called terminal leave. Terminal leave is vacation time that you have stored up that you're able to take at the end of your enlistment. And you just ride it out basically until your official enlistment day or retirement day is up. Dante's official day is really June 1st, but he should be finished with the military by like March or so because he has all of his vacation time saved up.
He will not use it because he's not
going on he's going on one vacation and that's in September, and he's not taking any other days off because he has to use those or lose them. So he's going to be using those so that we can go on vacation, and that's pretty much it.
He ain't going on another vacation.
He ain't going on another vacation until he retires because he is literally trying to get out of there as soon as possible. So with that being said, Dante will be here at the end of October because that lease is going to be up and he's going to have to commute. So will y'all see him in a lot of vlogs? I don't know because he's going to be tired. 2.5 hours one way, 2.5 hours another way. I don't know, but he'll be here. And we will be under one roof. There we have it.
All right. What does an average day of yours look like? From sun up, well, when you wake up to when you go to sleep. And I need hours. And don't lie, because I already know what time you get up and what time you go to bed.
Okay. Is this a work day? I mean, is this a work day or is this?
This is not a nurse day. This is a normal day.
Okay. Okay. So if it's a non-work day, meaning I don't have to go into the office, to the doctor's office where I work, I wake up about 5 or 6 in the morning. My mind is on. I literally reach over, grab my phone, check my bank account because I always check my bank account. Ain't nobody robbing me, baby. Nobody. So I check my bank account. I check my business email. I reply to emails. Whether or not I'm going to take a collab or not. Then I check y'all messages and I try to reply. I get up and I'm showered by like 7 something. I make up my bed every morning.
Crazy.
Yeah, I make up my bed every morning. I come downstairs. I have breakfast. If I have a try-on haul, I literally do my try-on haul at 7 something in the morning before I come downstairs to eat. I literally would do a try-on haul. I come downstairs, I eat, I run errands if I have them. Matter of fact, that's a lie. I come downstairs and I grab my camera and I say good morning to y'all. And I let y'all know what my day is gonna look like and what I'm doing. I always have something going on. I never do not have something going on. If I'm doing a project in the garage, I'm usually in the garage first thing in the morning. I try to wait to 8 just to be courteous to my neighbors.
Yep.
I try to wait to 8 to be courteous to my neighbors.
Because she is using that saw.
Because I have that circular saw going and I just be trying to be nice. But I always have something going on. So if I'm running errands, I'm usually out the house by 9. I run my errands. 9 is usually the latest. I run my errands, I come back. After this surgery, I've been wanting naps, which is weird. Like literally, I don't know what it is about this recent surgery. So I may try to lay down, but then I don't go to sleep. So then I get back up and I start doing another project. I started working on something else. I'm either working on my Cricut, or I'm either, you know what I'm saying, like vlogging, or I'm unpacking something, or I'm always moving, always moving. I may cook some dinner. I may make some lunch. I don't even know. I mean, every day I'm constantly moving and doing stuff. And then probably about 8 o'clock, I am effing exhausted. I'm exhausted. So then I will get ready for bed, and I usually lay there. I pop a Tylenol PM because my brain doesn't shut down without it, and I probably fall asleep around 10 or so. But I'm constantly checking emails, constantly checking YouTube Studio to reply to y'all, checking to make sure that, you know, my orders are going as such. I shop in between these times as well. I'm always shopping or looking at products or whatever and trying to figure out the best way to do stuff. And when I'm laying in bed, that hour or two, maybe an hour of that, I'm catching up on my YouTube stuff. So I try to do YouTube. That's what I usually do. Watch YouTube until they start watching me, then I turn everything off. So yeah, every day, either I'm in the shop working. Lately it's been in this office. I've been making all types. I've been really working a lot to get this product launch, you know, off the ground. So today has been photo shoots, meetings. I've edited 3 vlogs and uploaded them. 3 vlogs today. And I've been in here working. So, oh, what else did I do today?
Girl, no.
Okay, thanks.
Be,
all day long.
I'd be following.
I'm working. Even when I work at my job, I get up in the morning. I get up in the morning and I do the same stuff before I hit the shower. And I come downstairs, and while I'm eating, I'm replying to emails, whatever. I work before I go to work, and then when I get to work, and then when I come home from work around 5, I'm back in here working again.
Why? You don't know the celebrity, but his name is Tizo Touchdown. Why I posted about how I can't wait till his album come out, and he responded to me. I am a really big fan of Tizo Touchdown since I saw him.
Girl, we had 49 minutes.
And it was so great.
Get on to your point.
I can't. I'm about to scream. I'm sorry.
Next.
I'm sorry. I'm about to cry.
Next caller.
All right. If you could choose to shop at one store for free, which one would it be?
One?
Just one.
Oh, child. I don't even want to say Home Goods because I need Burlington. Because, baby, I can get clothes and home decor. Bam, that's it.
I thought you were going to say Lowe's.
Oh. I need clothes, too. I need clothes. I can't just do, nope. Even though Lowe's is way more expensive. Nope. I'm sticking with my answer. It's going to be Burlington because I can get both. Clothes, home decor.
All right. This is kind of a loaded question, but I'm going to phrase it in a way, not loaded like serious, but like, you know, I'm going to phrase it in a way that you can understand it because, you know, your mind be going off and off. Anyway, immediate no's. We watch a lot. Through my life, we watched a lot of home TV together. Lots and lots of home TV. This is where the whole woodworking thing started. The home, what is that show we watched with the orange? What is it called? You know, it's on HGTV. It's like, it's been on for like 50 years, I feel like.
House Hunters?
Is that the one? House Hunters?
Girl, we always watch a House Hunters where people go and buy stuff and, you know.
Yeah, and you know, like the thing is, or like Love It or Listed, or like Property Brothers.
Yeah.
We watch so many
That's my
shows
favorite
together.
channel, by the way. HGTV
And for
is my favorite channel.
And I grew up watching it, so I've been watching it with her forever.
Yeah.
So, immediate no's when we watch home stuff. Immediate no's in houses.
Oh, that house can't be old.
What's the one that was our favorite one to be at our neck? You know, them stairs, and we walk in, the staircase is right at the door.
Baby, if I walk into a house, when we was like looking, if I walk into a house and the stairs is right there.
Immediate no.
That's immediate no for me. What you're not going to do is choke me with them stairs. That's what you're not going to do. That was immediate no for me. That was no.
We watched like Love It or Listed.
And the crazy part is the first home that I owned,
stairs
was at your
door.
neck.
You walked right
it was
in, the
not,
stairs right there.
Baby, them stairs was at your neck, honey. Never again. Never again.
I don't know if y'all can tell from this house, but the stairs are like
tucked away. Baby, that was a major, that was definitely one of my things. It had to have stairs that were not at your neck when you walk in. Yeah. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Nope. So that was an immediate no. I also did not want a house that was complete, just all siding. I wanted some brick. So I wanted a house that was just, that had some brick exterior. So a house that had all siding was a no for me.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Well, because I wasn't talking to you, Siri.
Oh, wow.
It's funny how she don't listen to me no other time. When I say, hey, Siri, she don't say nothing. Now all of a sudden she want to talk. But I did not want an old house. That was a no. I didn't want a fixer-upper.
Oh,
only for me to be a fixer-upper. I didn't want a fixer-upper. I felt like I had, almost knocked that over. I felt like I had worked hard. So I did.
What is this? I need to go get my own.
Go ask your mama.
Why is sleeping?
No, she not.
Yes, she are. I gotta go get it.
You don't even eat those.
You don't like chocolate.
Yes, I am.
No. Anyway, next question.
I need to go get my own.
What about some fruit snacks?
Fruit snacks? Okay.
Go get yourself some fruit snacks.
Where?
He can't reach it.
Oh.
I gotta reach it.
Okay.
Give me just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, go for it. Next question.
All right. Any advice in general for people wanting to start new things? As you are the queen
of new
starting
things.
New things.
I say research it. Watch, I watch YouTube a lot. There's everything on YouTube. There's nothing that's not on YouTube. And I also am a Pinterest junkie. Those are my two favorite websites. YouTube and Pinterest. So I research, and then I say, do it. Everything is not going to be perfect the first time, the second time, maybe even the third time. But then again, it might. You never know unless you try it. Don't be afraid. Don't ever be afraid, because you don't know what you're good at if you don't try it. Just because you think you can't, it's because you haven't tried it. So my suggestion is always try it. You don't know. I do everything. And I'm going to continue to do some of everything. Like I said, I wasn't going back to the nail shop. I have really gotten way better at doing my own nails. I do my own hair. I do, you know, I build furniture. I mean, I do all types of stuff. I mean, because you don't know unless you try. So, with that being said, next question.
Last question.
Last question. Last question.
Tell us more about your daughters. No, sir. No, sir.
There's Ariel. Ariel is 24. Ariel is a little mean. She has hustle like no other. Follow through is what she lacks. She is good at a lot of things. And she's very, Kai, please. She's good at a lot of things. She's great at makeup. She's great at...
Come on, Kai.
Huh?
Come on.
Okay, I'm coming.
So she's great at makeup. She's really good at like, she also makes makeup. She's good at social media things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I have an idea, I can go to Ariel and she can like make it happen. This whole YouTube thing, Ariel makes my, my little opening things, my banners. She's really, really talented when it comes to things like that. And she has a really good eye for what looks good and what doesn't. She has really bad follow through. So she'll start something and she'll stop. Start it and stop. Ariel recently graduated from nursing school, so I'm like nudging her to kind of fly the coop so that she can have better follow through and continue to thrive. Amani is, she's my delicate flower. She has the biggest heart and will do anything you ask her to do, even if she don't want to. So I got Ariel, once again, who takes, she's like, Ariel is in Ariel's world 99.99% of the time. Amani gets sucked into Ariel's world because Ariel is always in her own world. Amani has always been like strong-willed when it comes to like her life choices. She's very, very, very smart, and school is her life. She knew she wanted to be a doctor. She has literally like, well, first she wanted to be a lawyer.
Oh, that's a long ago.
Yeah. And then when she got to middle school, I think is when you decided you wanted to be a doctor. That was the only two things she's ever said she wanted to be. As a kid, you know how kids be like, oh, I want to be a fireman. I want to be this. Amani was, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. Never anything less. And she's definitely got the grades to do so. She is going to, if they say they offering a cord, they offering a scholarship, they offering whatever, Amani's going to be that person that's going to do whatever it takes to get it. She wants to be the top of the class. But one thing I don't like is she going to let you know that she's smarter than the average person. She going to let you know now. She going to let you know that she knows all these random facts. But they are completely opposite. Not only do they look completely opposite, they are completely opposite. Completely. Amani used to didn't even come out her room and go nowhere with us. She also did not care about how her hair looked like, what she dressed like, nothing. Lips crusty, all of that. She didn't care nothing about none of that.
All my business.
School was it. Ariel has always been into like girly stuff. So it used to always be me and Ariel because she had the girly instinct, where Monty was like, I don't want to go to no mall with y'all. I ain't going there. I'm not going to no store with y'all. I'll go out to eat with y'all, but I ain't going nowhere else. And she would stay at home. Now the roles have kind of reversed. It's usually me and Amani, because Amani has found her girly side. Her hair is always gorgeous. She is really into her appearance, and she wants to do more things like that. So it's crazy, you know, but they're completely opposite, but they're both my babies.
Oh, wow. Just tell my mom, she told me more about me than anything. If y'all don't know who voice this is, it's Amani.
That's
right
Amani
here.
who was doing the questions.
Yeah.
So
I'm also 18, about to go to college. So
she
shout
is
out to
18.
me.
Her birthday is in October. So she is a year behind in school because her birthday is October 12th. Ariel's birthday is June 22nd. They are 5.5 years apart.
It's like 5 1/4.
5 1/4 years apart. And Amani is, she's basically 6 years behind Ariel because of her late birthday. So, with that being said,
Yep.
it's my birthday, because this is the day I'm dropping this vlog to get to know me, and I'm also dropping my website. So, I hope you all enjoyed getting to know me. I have definitely told you all way more info about me than you probably expected. If y'all have more questions, I got more answers. I'm an open book, because I want y'all to stay around and I want to grow my channel. So I'm going to end this. This is probably the longest vlog I've ever had, but until next time, love you guys.